All right. All right. Listen. This is going to be... I feel like I'm on the ropes right now. Because I've been trying to troubleshoot this over and over again. And it just seems like it's always like I can't do a stream. And I just checked my internet connection and it's fine. I mean, I'm not losing any I don't have any packet loss or whatever. The connection is okay, but for some reason it's just chopping off. So let me know right now if you see the stream kind of choppy or not. Because I in my OBS, like, I have 30% of dropped frames, which is not good at all. And I have no idea for me. It's fine for me. All right. Can anybody tell me if the stream is fine for yourself, or is it choppy for you? Moshil91, hey mate, how are you, mate? It's choppy for me, okay. Who else has a choppy one? We tried another platform. Yes, it's a little choppy here. Okay. I mean, the only thing that I can think of is degrading the... I mean, I degraded the bitrate to half, and it's still choppy, which is crazy. I think this is just insane. I don't get it, mate. Yeah, there is. And listen, my internet, it's okay. But I'm literally looking at my internet connection, and I don't have any problems. I shouldn't have any problems. Like, my upload and download speeds are okay. I don't have any packet loss. I have no idea what's going on. And I don't really want to do this with that happening, you know what I mean? It's not going to be enjoyable at all. What should I do? Let me check something for the last time, and we will see if we can make this time or not. Miyazaki is deosing you for saying Win's team didn't fit the fight. Yeah, right. He might be doing it, yes. Okay, it's good now, I think. All right. Well, the drop of the frames seems to be going down. You know what's really bad? When you start a stream and instead of entertaining people, you're just talking about technical difficulties. Like people actually care about that shit. People don't care, mate. They don't care. Maybe... Okay, it's not this. Okay. No, it's not laggy though. It's working for me now. Okay, let's just do this, alright? Let's just do this. If it's working now, let's just try to do this instead of just carrying on with this. Yes, it's good now? Okay. Well. It's okay, you're not the only one. Okay, let's just move on to the tier list. Like, I don't know if you knew this, but I tried to do this on another time. And my internet went bananas, so I couldn't finish the stream. But I am trying for one more time today. So I have a saved screenshot of how we left the boss tier list for Dark Souls Remastered that we were doing last time, okay? So let me check it here and place everything back like it was before. So you lads said that Wind was in A tier, the Four Kings was in B tier, Seath was in B tier, the Iron Golem was in C, and the Gaping Dragon was in C as well. Okay? That's how far we went the previous time. So, what we're going to do today is just carrying on with the same premise, okay? So, let me check the chat right here. People are coming for you, not for the smoothest stream possible. You're a good friend. It's very smooth now anyways. Okay, well, let's hope it stays that way for the remainder of the stream, alright? So, let's not lose any more time. Let's just go straight back into the tier list, alright? So, this is the tier list that we had before, okay? We have 5 bosses so far ranked in this ranking for the Dark Souls Remastered. So, let's move forward. What do you think Moonlight Butterfly would be in the tier? And remember, this is a tier for most difficult bosses of the game, okay? This is the premise of this tier list. Most difficult bosses of Dark Souls Remastered. So, for Moonlight Butterfly, what would you say? What would you rank Butterfly, the Moonlight Butterfly? We don't have anything in D tier or S tier just yet. I didn't even see the last stream anywhere. When was it? I think it was like a week ago. It was on a Sunday, I think, something like that. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of D. Moonlight D. Okay. I will give it a D, alright. A D. A B. Okay. I say if range C easy, but melee I would say B to maybe A. Wow, that's very high. Because it has such few attack, it's so slow, but the beams hurt. Yeah, the beams hurt, that's true. If they hit, D, maybe C if you're melee only, and D. Okay, well, it seems to me like there is a fair amount of people that is saying that D will be the appropriate, the right place to be. Okay, so the Moonlight Butterfly seems to be going to the bottom part of the tier list. All right, this is the first one on the bottom, and I think I could agree with that because the Moonlight Butterfly is not like, I wouldn't say the Moonlight Butterfly is above the Gaping Dragon or the Iron Golem by a long shot, I would say. So yeah, I agree with that, but again, this is not my tier list. This is your tier list, okay? So it doesn't matter why I said I already did my tier list, all right? So let's move with Nito, okay? What do you think Nito should be? Which tier should Nito be, in your opinion? Would it be A? I don't remember well if I placed Nito like in B or A. It's something along, maybe in B I did, but it's you tell me which one should be. Nito is disappointed, but the way to get him, it's very difficult. Okay, I say an A or B. Okay, please say one tier. Okay, don't tell me maybe A or B. Just tell me one tier. All right. B, Nito B. Okay, easy A for Nitro. Okay. B, he needs A, B, top of B tier. Okay. Hey, Cuddy, how are you, mate? Thanks for coming. But the thing about Nito is that his help pool is big. Okay. Okay, so if his help pool is big, decide if it's going to be A or B for you. It has to be one tier. Okay, we're seeing C now. Some people think it's C tier. Nito, some people think it's C tier. A, C, hot take, but it's C. If you have high poise, he's easy, okay? I'm seeing like most of the people say it's B tier. But they say top B tier. You know, this is funny because I think actually Win is easier than Nito if you know how to parry. But Nito, you can't parry Nito. But that's my opinion, and this is not my tier list, so I still say B, okay? B. Gaping also has big HP, but it's easy. That's a good point. I'm good, man. I'm happy to see you're streaming. You have fun and charismatic personality for streaming. Thanks, mate. Well, we were having trouble getting the stream, you know, on its way, but it seems to be all right. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx it, okay? So let's move forward. Okay, so I'm going to place Nito on B. However, most of you say that it should be on B tier, I think. Would you agree that on B tier, Nito should be on top of it? Let me know right now. What do you think? Is Nito more difficult than Four Kings and Seath? What would you say? I say B. I'm gonna finalize my final answer as A. Okay, B. Four Kings shouldn't be in B. Okay, but the thing is that we already established that. So let's move forward. The bosses that are already ranked, we are not going to be talking more about them if they're supposed to be there or not. Okay, just move forward. Four Kings, Nito, and then Seath. Okay, easier than Four Kings, harder than Seath. Okay. No, he's not. Yes, he's a cool design and the mobs constantly coming back make it harder. What was your Nito ranking, Atlas? I think it was B2. I think it was. I don't really remember, but I think it was B. Would have Four Kings as top in B. Oh, I thought this was quality list. No. We're talking about most difficult bosses. We're not talking about boss design or lore or anything like that. It's about the difficulty of the bosses, all right? So, would you say... I'm seeing a lot of people saying that Nito should be second to in the B rank. All right? Four Kings was harder than Nito and Seath for me. Okay. Okay. Well, he's going to be in between Seath and Four Kings then. All right? That's your saying, not me. You. All right. So let's move forward to the big lads. The big boys. The wall that a lot of people hit, except me. Ornstein and Smough. Ornstein and Smough. The deviant pair. Which ranking would you give it? We don't have anything on S tier, and I'm pretty sure some people will say it's an S tier. Alright. Should the run back to the boss be considered a part of the boss difficulty? No. You're talking straightforward, just the boss fight itself, not the run back. Pinwheel the goat? Yeah, right. Okay, S tier, Ornstein and Smough obviously should be S tier. Okay, ECS. Pinwheel S tier? Yeah, right. Top of A tier or for Ornstein and Smough. Okay. We have a top A for Ornstein and Smough, but a lot of people is saying it's S tier. S, of course, S, okay. I say top A, good. Okay, we have two people in A. Top A2, okay. Well, it seems to be like it's a little bit split. A, S. Top of A, I don't see how they are S tier at all. Ornstein and Smough, S, it's harder than to win, okay. Hardest boss in the main game, okay. Only S tier boss is Manus, in my opinion. Well, I do agree with that. But this is not my list. S, top A, S. Is this for difficulty or overall quality? This is only for difficulty. Bottom of S, difficult. Okay. Ornstein and Smough is the hardest game, base game boss, but I think none of the base game bosses deserve S. Okay, that's a good point. Difficulty only, okay. Okay, listen. I see a lot of people saying S tier and some degree of people saying top of A. So I think based on what you're saying, I'm going to place Ornstein and Smough as your first ranked S tier boss of Dark Souls Remastered. Okay? This is looking good. I would say the thing is that I beat this boss in my second try, which is crazy, I know. But yeah, let's just move on. All right. Pinwheel. Pinwheel is next. Which tier would you give Pinwheel? Remember, this is difficulty only boss tier. Which tier would you say Pinwheel is? Artorias and Manus will be above them. D. Lamau, I beat it in 2 tries too on my first playthrough. Okay. That's cool. Well, you are one of the lucky ones because a lot of people had a lot of trouble with it. D. S tier? Yeah, sure. D, okay. S? Okay, stop memeing. Bottom of D, okay. Pinwheel is S? Yeah, right. Pinwheel is E, okay, well. Just even below. We can say Pinwheel is E if we place them in the bottom of the D tier itself, alright? S plus, yeah, right. C tier. S tier, some playthroughs he will even attack you. That's funny. Pinwheel is absolutely S tier, okay. F tier, it's a joke. D, Pinwheel S, okay, yeah, sure. Clear S, S tier. Okay. This, yeah, just relax, okay? Stop with the S tier. Okay, no memes. Pinwheel is D, okay. Okay, there seems to be minus D, alright. It seems to be like all of you are absolutely agree that Pinwheel should be D tier. And should Pinwheel be above or below the Moonlight butterfly? Okay, definitely bottom D, okay. F him. Below, okay, below. All right. I agree. Bottom D, yes. He's in bottom D, all right. He's in bottom D right now. Below, yes, below. Way to the bottom, yeah. Send him to the chasm, the old the abyss. I was about to say the old chasm of old. Don't pay attention to me. I don't know how to speak. C tier, the baby skeletons before Nito are harder. Okay. Pinwheel is chat though. Pinwheel needs his own tier. Yeah, right. Okay. Well, everybody seems to be pretty much in agreeing with D tier and on the bottom of D tier. So let's move on to Seath the Scaleless. Seath, the betrayer. The dragon who became the betrayer. A traitor of his own kind. Which rank would you give this wretched creature who became mad in solitude, chasing something of a futile nature? B tier, easier than Nito, harder than Seath for Seath. Okay, we got a B, Seath B, C, B, B tier. Seath is just really annoying, so he just spams beams. Okay, B, low A. Okay, we have 1A. C or low B. Okay, please just state only one rank, please. Mid B, C, C, C. But if you go behind him, it's pretty easy. C, somewhere middle B. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of B. And C's, actually. B, C, B, okay. This one is very split, I gotta say. It's in between B and C. It's very, very close. On top B, dead is dead. It's probably in between into I don't understand. Top B, C, low B, C, B. Okay, this is really close. Did you know Sid made Priscilla because he saw Guinevere and it made him act up? No, I think I didn't know that. In between Nito and Seath, Master Race for the win. Okay. Okay. Cutting his tail though took me years. Seath. Oh, okay, Seath in between that. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, I don't know. This is very, very split in between C and B. Do I have to make a judgment call? I'm gonna let you make a couple more arguments towards should it be C or B, okay? If it's still split, I'm gonna make a judgment call. Hello man, how are you doing? Hey mate, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. We are just finishing up the tier list that we couldn't finish the last stream, okay? Seath is way easier than Sid in my opinion, okay? Seath is a joke, alright? Okay, I'm not seeing a lot of arguments towards it, so I'm gonna have to make a judgment call here. B or C for Seath? I don't know, mate. In terms of difficulty, C or D? Hey, Jack, how are you, mate? In terms of design... Okay, listen, Jack, we're talking about just difficulty, okay? Don't make it so complex. It's just easy. Just for the difficulty. C tier, his crystals are really telegraphed and easy to dodge. Easy to get a bunch of hits in, okay? That's a good point. Is this tier list based on difficulty? Yes, it is. Based on difficulty. I think he's definitely not as easy as Iron or Gaping Dragon, really. B. Hard to classify since his immortal fierce encounter causes all that falls in between. For Seath, bottom B. Atlas, you gotta be the tiebreaker. Yeah, I know. But I'm seeing a lot of B instead of C's right now. See, this too easy to be on C, okay? To be on B, apologies. Okay. All you have to do is stay close to Seath and he's really easy. Okay, but listen, we're just moving on towards this one. Hey, Atlas, how are you, mate? Hey, Paulo, how are you, mate? Thank you for coming. It's a C then, between Seath and Nito for me. Hey, Snap Turtle, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. That's it. Let's just stop this madness here. Right here. Alright? I'm going to place a Seath on... let's put Seath in C tier. How about that? I don't think he's more difficult than the Iron Golem. But I think he's a little bit more tricky than the Gaping Dragon. Is that fair to say? Cursing can also result in half HP. That's a good point. C. I think the best compromise will be bottom B tier. Okay? Is this tier about difficulty? Is he really immobile? He stays in the same place. But he has like these tentacles and stuff. Yeah, bottom B then, fair enough. Bottom B will please everyone, I think. I'm cool with that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Regularly asked question. This tier list based on difficulty only. Yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, top C or bottom B at the moment. Okay. Yeah, bottom B is good. Yeah, still fair. Okay, I see most people is okay with Seath in C tier. However, some people say that it should be on the bottom B tier, which would make him more difficult than the Iron Golem and Gaping Dragon. The thing is that I killed Seath in one try. I'm not the best person to say this. And I really want to do it justice for you lads, alright? FAQ, is this tier list based on difficulty? Only answer is yes. That's a good... I should actually pin that. I'm going to pin your comment actually. Can I pin your comment? Oh yeah, I can actually do that. There you go. Okay, C tier. That's it. End of discussion, all right? Let's move on to the Asylum Demon, all right? This is the first boss that we encounter on Dark Souls Remastered. Which tier do you think Asylum Demon is? I think that I know which tier you will give it, but again, I could be surprised. So, Asylum Demon, which tier would you say it is? And this difficulty is assuming no NPC summons as well, I assume. Yeah. We're talking about, you know, just fighting it straightforward alone. In fact, most of DS1 bosses aren't really hard. I don't know about that. I really had a lot of trouble with the Gargoyles. No NPCs? Yeah, exactly. Top D. D. Bottom C tier. Bottom D. D top. D black fire bombs. Bottom of C. D. It's too easy even for D. Okay. D for demon. C. D. Okay, I think this is pretty straightforward. A lot of people is saying D. Bottom C. I don't know, mate. I think the gaping... I think he should be on D tier, but... Okay, considering this is the first boss you encounter, and while he's not that difficult, you're not playing very well yet, so I would say a C tier. That's a good point. Asylum is only difficult if you want to kill him with the broken straight sword. Alright? I don't think he's harder than Moonlight Butterfly though, okay? I would say bottom C or top D, only because he's the first boss players fight when most of have... Okay? Yeah, I agree with Polo. Since you're new to the game and have no good gear, it's hard when you start off. Even starts with like half health. How is he not D? Okay. Okay, I want to establish something. How many of you are giving these rankings based on your first playthrough? Okay, that is very important because my tier list was based on my first playthrough, of course. I feel like some of you might be giving these rankings based on your veterancy on the game, okay? But I think there's some very important points here where you talk about the first time, you know, you've encountered the bosses. So let's try to follow that same premise, okay? This is the first time playing the game. Let's just follow that premise. A lot of people have trouble in their first playthrough. That's true, absolutely. It's harder than Pinwheel C. Definitely. So Capra Demon is S tier, okay? Hi Atlas, hey Atreus, how are you, mate? Thank you for coming. Even beginners don't have problem killing him. And considering the character is level 1. I've gone through the game a bunch of time. Yeah. We're not this is not about flexing. This is just about the first time. I guarantee you that the Asylum Demon has killed more players than Pinwheel, Lamau. I would say that's true too. Okay, listen, lads. Let's assume that you're playing the game for the first time. You don't know absolutely anything. Would you agree that a lot of people, not knowing anything about the game, died a bunch of times because they didn't know they had to skip the boss and go towards the entrance on the left side and fought the demon with the broken weapon straight forward multiple times? Is that fair to say? Do you agree with this statement? Still D, but I had knowledge that you are supposed to run for the first time you encounter him, so I don't know. You see? I'm basing this on the first playthrough, which is why I say Asylum Demon was very intimidating for beginners. Yes, especially if this one is your first Souls game. I agree with that. Asylum Demon between Moonlight and Pinwheel. The first time I played Dark Souls, it was after 3. Alright. So you had some experience already. I played Demon Souls before Dark Souls 1 and still had to do a few tries. If you had to stay up too high and the ledge gets destroyed, I don't think you can plunge anymore. Yeah, still will be D, making him top D, the gatekeeper of the entry level, alright? Oh yeah, they probably did die, okay. It will be probably a bottom C, that's fair. For a brand new player to the series, I would say top of the D tier, alright? Actually, I think D is a good, also he has a tactical. Keep in mind, this is the boss of the tutorial, so as the first one, it can be difficult. Fair point. I think I died once, but then I noticed, but it's like 10 years ago for me, alright? Bottom C will be fair, I guess, alright? Pinwheel should be bottom D tier. In my first playthrough, I knocked him out in a few seconds and I was confused. Okay, but I think I'm gonna place the Asylum Demon on top D tier, alright? I don't think he should be on C tier. And based on what you're saying, because a lot of people had really good arguments towards this is the first time you're playing the game, you don't know what to do. I think it's fair to say that people died more against the Asylum Demon than against Pinwheel. Because they didn't know they had to get the weapon first. When you get to Pinwheel, you already have some experience in the game, as well as Moonlight Butterfly. And some people don't even fight the Moonlight Butterfly in their first playthrough because it's an optional boss. You know what I mean? But the Asylum Demon you have to do, and Pinwheel as well. So I think it's fair to, based on your arguments, I might say that Asylum Demon should be on top of the D tier. All right? Let's give the D to the Asylum Demon. Alright. Alright. His tier list is just like I will do it. So this is the correct tier list? Yeah. It's good, I think. Top D is a great call. Pinwheel will always be first. Yeah, right. It's exactly Asylum Demon killed me more than Pinwheel. Well, there you go. The problem with Pinwheel is if you fought him as soon as you could, it will be hard, but the run to him is so much harder. Yeah, but no, we are not counting the runs towards him, just the fight itself. Give him the D, yes, the D, give him the D. That's fair. I'll say my biggest surprise here is how many people consider Seath B tier difficulty. I always found Seath a complete joke of a fight. Yeah, well, it's the same for me. Like, Ornstein and Smough is not S tier for me because I beat them in my second try, but remember, this is like community-based, not personal-based, okay? So, this is looking good. We have a boss, at least one boss in each tier, which I think it's well distributed in a sense, all right? So, let's move forward with Stray Demon. Stray Demon is another optional boss. You have to go back to the Undead Asylum. Those of you lucky ones who were able to go back and fight this boss, which rank would you give? Apologies, the Stray Demon. Are you going to give it the D too? Are you going to give the D to the demon? These are the questions that first turn my mind, day and night. I wonder what rankings are you giving to these wretched monsters? Stray Demon easily bottom C. He's just a reskin Asylum Demon. Are you ready to fight him this time? Okay, good point. B tier, Stray Demon is a copy of the Asylum Demon, so you know most of his movements when you are fighting him. So D. Okay, good, fair enough. Okay, so when we go to first playthrough, I tried a Stray completely under level. Then he was one of the hardest bosses for me because of his damage and way bigger hitboxes. Okay. So in that case, which ranking would you give it? Bottom C, C, B tier, B tier easily, bottom C. Harder than Asylum, but same moves. Okay, Stray Demon is mid C, small space, and the long range of explosive attack fills up most of the space. Okay. All of these are good points. So I think for the most part, people is saying C tier on top of the arguments, because the people that is saying B tier are not really saying why. So I think I'm gonna give it a C tier, okay? Now on C, which ranking would you give it? Would you say is the most difficult boss in the C tier, or would you place it below the Iron Golem, or even on the bottom? In which place should I place Stray Demon on C tier? Atlas and Fliplin loving your channel. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad that you're having fun. Maybe behind Iron Golem. Okay. Explosions made it hard for me. C for sure. Okay. I think on top C would be closest in to a consensus here. Okay. Fair enough. Iron Golem is harder in my opinion. Okay. Now that I see Iron above Iron. Alright, on top. Hardest in C so far, I would say. Below Seath. I see it like the drink. Above the Iron Golem. Okay. A lot of people seem to be agreeing, apologies, that it should be a C on the top of the C ranking so far. So that's what I'm going to do, okay? Okay, top C. The Stray Demon is going to be C tier, but it's going to be the top one in the C tier so far. Now, let's move to the furry of this game. The Taurus Demon. That gurgling bastard with the big hammer that makes a puddle out of you. Which tier should be the Taurus Demon be? May eventually end in mid, but for now, top of C, okay? Fair enough. A tier. Let's see a B. Taurus, top D. He gave me a little trouble on the first playthrough, but after that, and when you learn of the plunge tactic, he's easy. Bottom C, B. This is tough. Okay, this is very, very split. So far, this is very split, and it's not in between two ranks. This is all over the place, like A, B, C, D. For me, it's equal to the Gaping Dragon. This is tough. After Iron Golem, Taurus Demon difficulty varies widely between players. That's true. C tier. To be fair, Taurus nearly made me quit the game back then, but I would say C, okay? I did have a lot of trouble fighting the Taurus Demon. It took me, I think, more than 10 tries, I think. I think so, yeah. My first death on Dark Souls wasn't Taurus Demon, my second and third and fourth. Okay. Bottom C, Taurus Demon is really unique because for what people, I don't understand. Seems like people are not considering the first playthrough. C, Taurus could be equal or above Gaping. Okay. All people, it's different. That's true. D, I feel like the plunge attack nullifies all the challenge, and it's easy for even a noob to find because the very first tutorial boss, Asylum Demon, teaches you to explore the arena and use the terrain. Yeah, but not the tutorial. The tutorial doesn't have like a soap sign that says you can do the plunge attack, or does it? I can't remember. If it does, then yeah, sure, I would agree with that. But I don't remember reading a sub sign that said that you could do a plunging attack. So if there is, please remind me because I can't remember. Taurus Demons was actually pretty tough first time through, but not that hard. So I'd say a C tier between Seath and Golem. Bottom B tier, in my opinion, since it was pretty hard for me during my first playthrough, but when I did it used the plunging attack or trick him off the bridge. Yeah. I mean, I did use the plunging attack, but he still kicked my ass. So top B or A tier? Dear Lord, A tier. The thing is, how long until you find out about killing the archers and plunging? That's a good tutorial. Has a message for that. Okay. LOL. Taurus Demon jumped down the ledge first time without. Okay, that's so crazy. Without a plunge on the first playthrough, I would put him between seat and gaping. Okay. Top C or bottom B for me. Easiest in C. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of C. All right. So I think I'm gonna place this on C tier. Now, do you think the Taurus Demon will be the hardest boss in the C tier now? Yes or no? Yes, there is a subzone node, a blow plunging attack next to Asylum Demon. Fuck it. Okay, I missed that then. Now that I think about it, I can't have a say in this because Taurus Demons fell off the wall in my first attempt. That's crazy. I think between Seath and Iron is fair. Between Seath and Iron. So you think the Stray Demon is harder than the Taurus Demon? Absolutely somewhere below Stray Demon. Okay. Okay. Bottom C in my opinion, but again maybe it's because I abused the hell out of the plunge attacks. Okay, so this is very split. I need you guys to tell me if it should be above, if it should be on the top of the tier list. If not, where? On the bottom? Towards the middle? Should be below Stray. Okay. Is this better? You think this C tier is better? Taurus Demon, below Stray Demon, but above Iron Golem. I like this stream. I'm very happy it works. Well, yeah, I'm very happy that it's working finally. That's for sure. I think that's fair. Stray Demon was harder in my opinion. Okay, I think between Iron and Stray is fair. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Fair enough. You said it. Now, let's move forward to one of the most controversial bosses of all from software history. The fatal destiny that awaited the witch of Ceaseless. The wretched witch who thought she could enact and fabricate another pure soul and became a deformity of herself. Which ranking would you give this creature that fell in the design loop of brilliant minds in Japan? I hate Fate of Chaos. Alright, that's a good start. Stray Demon took me like 20 tries to beat him my first time. Dear lord, mate. That's crazy. Bed of Chaos delete. Bed of Chaos bottom B. The floor is constantly falling out below you and there's projectiles and it's just annoying. Okay? Bed of Chaos is not difficult at all. It's just annoying. It will be harder if progress reset when you die. You mean the cute witch of Ceaseless? Yeah, right. Easily D. In my opinion, between Seath and Nito, Bed of Chaos is just really annoying and takes time, but it's by no means difficult. Okay? I will not rank this boss. It deserves its own ranking. Okay, stop being a diva. Cam, please. I will not rank this boss. It deserves an own ranking. What a diva. Alright. A for annoying. B tier below Nito and above Seath. Okay. S, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, no. B, at least it killed me quite a bunch and still does sometimes. Okay. Okay, I seem to you seem to be agreeing on B. There's some A around, and some people that is torn between B or A. Do we count annoying as difficult? Yeah. If it's insanely annoying, it's counted in the difficulty. See, because at the end of the day, like, the mechanic can be annoying, but if you died like a bunch of times to the mechanic that's very annoying, that yeah, it ups the difficulty, even if it's in an artificial way, let's say. See, because the fight was annoying but unique. Oh my god, B guys, you die and the battle literally continues from the same point. I'm fighting my patience more than actual boss. Top D or bottom C? Somewhere in B, because it's probably going to kill you at least 2 times unless you use glitchers or quit outs. Then B between 4 Kings and Nito. Okay, really, but Bed of Chaos should just be D. The fight is just annoying and crap. Okay? Okay, but remember, we're not talking about the quality of the fights. We're just talking about the difficulty. Also, the first time, you have no idea what you need to do between Nito and Seath for me. Okay. I think for most people, he's saying B tier, okay? Quite surprising. Now, give it a point for uniqueness? Yeah, right. Now, on B tier, what do you think it should be? It should be above Seath? Should it even be above Nito? Or do you even think it should be at the top of the B rank? These are the mysteries that we have to solve. These are the mysteries that are not written in the old scrolls of Lord Ran. Bottom B, please. Above Seath and below Nito, okay? It should not be above Nito, okay? I think low B is fair between Kings and Nito. Here. Bottom B is fair for me. Okay. Above Seath is fair for me, but not past Nito. Okay. Bottom B. Below Seath. Okay, this is a little bit split. Above Seath. Okay, I think it is a split in between above Seath and below Seath. What do you think? Bottom B. Below Seath. I could agree with above Seath as well. Seath requires more skill than Bed of Chaos. Okay? Below Seath. Above Seath, below Nito. Oh my god, you're killing me. But this is good. This is exciting. There is a very, very torn opinion here. This is almost like 50-50. Bed of Chaos above or below Seath. Make your call. Why it should be. Give me an argument on why it should be above or below, or I will make a judgment call on this one. Seath is a skill check. Chaos things out of your control. Chaos have things out of your control, which make it difficult. So I say Seath deserves to be higher. Okay. Seath require more skill, but Bed of Chaos requires more knowledge. Guys, think with me. A Seath is a fight. You have to dodge, etc. Bed of Chaos is just die and learn the way. But you can learn to fight. The Seath, it's a way harder to defy gravity. Seath was a little easy for me since I learned to roll into her attacks instead of a side. Seath still sneak. Okay. So you would say the people that is doing the argument that Seath you need more skill. You then would say that the Bed of Chaos will go towards the bottom of the B tier. And the people that's talking about the gravity saying that that's out of your control and therefore the Bed of Chaos should be above Seath. staying under Seath is really easy. You can't hide from the chaos. Seath also has guilt giving you pause to kill her when she is low HP. That's a good point. Seath kills you almost instantly with spin attacks and jumps around everywhere and extremely agile. Blade of Chaos is just annoying and you can start where you left off in battle. That's a great point. You don't have to do the run back. So, well, it's very short. It's not that hard. But remember, we're not counting the run backs, just the fights. Greetings to the hey Ivan, how are you, mate? Thank you for coming. Four Kings is extremely more difficult. If you fight before the Lord Vessel, okay. Yeah, and don't forget when you get Seath to a quarter, Seath is harder. Seath gets easier as the fight goes on. Blade of Chaos only gets harder. Most YouTubers who do a tier list usually do a gimmick tier. And Blade of Chaos is usually there. That's fine. I suppose they do it for the memes. That's fine. But listen, this is not my tier list. I already did my tier list and I did it fair and square. I didn't do any memes. But this is your tier list. I think I'm gonna have to do a judgment call here. I think that the Blade of Chaos should be this is very difficult. Because you see, the Blade of Chaos, to fight Seath, you have a very good a size on the arena of Seath, but the Blade of Chaos, the arena is big, but she can get you anywhere with a swapping attack. Wow, this is very difficult. Doing good, man, just in time for this. Great. You're spending too much time on this. The stream is lagging every 5 seconds. I'm sad. It looks good on my end. I just wanted to say because it's hard to rank him. Yeah. Okay. Let's end this with this. Blade of Chaos is on the bottom, but just by a tiny little bit of difference. It's almost a draw with Seath. But I'm going to place the Blade of Chaos below Seath. Okay? Let's move forward. It's very hard to compare because it's not really a boss fight in that way. Yeah, it's exactly. It's the nature of the fight is very different. Let's just leave it at that and move on. Yeah. Well, listen, it's your tier list. If you don't care, that's fine. Okay. Let's move on to one of the most favorite characters in Dark Souls history. The knight who dared to walk the abyss. However, the legend says that Artorias is the abyss walker. I beg to disagree. Artorias was never the abyss walker. Artorias was the abyss, fallen. And in the history books and scrolls of Lord Ren, it is said that Artorias is this hero of the light. But he fell to the abyss like the wretch he was. Nevertheless, he was a great warrior. So, with that being said, which ranking would you give Artorias, the Abyss, Fallen? Artorias Insta S tier. Okay. Artorias ECS above Ornstein and Smough. Okay. Artorias ECS tier is literally the most aggressive boss in the entire game. He's super fast. His buff will melt your HP. And for me, above the O and the S. Artorias was a nightmare for me when I first fought him, so easily S. He's also my favorite character beside Patches. I'll say it S tier because he's way faster than the every DS boss, and when you get to him, it really surprises you. Okay, there seems to be a lot of consensus here that he should be an S tier boss. He's an A for new players in my opinion. Artorias B for me needs skill, but if you know what you're doing, you're okay. S tier for his triple front flip attack alone. Yeah, that attack is super annoying. Yeah, S tier for Artorias if O and S is S tier. S for sure, even if some people personally had an easy time with Artorias, I have seen a lot of DS1 Let's Plays. Well, excuse me, princess. Actually, I have seen a lot of Let's Plays of DS1. Actually. Okay. But I agree. S tier. I agree with S tier. S tier harder than O and S. Okay, could agree for A or low S, but the time you face him, you should be high level and have completed all the base game. Most players struggle with Artorias. He's an DS3 boss in DS1. S tier but below O and S. Did you know Artorias was originally gonna have a dialogue? Yeah, I saw a video where with the dialogue, the cut dialogue of him. I saw that. Okay. I think I'm gonna place that him in S tier. However, this should be easier. Is it above or below Ornstein and Smough? For me, it's above, but this is not my tier list. This is up to you. Which position on S tier should Artorias, the Abyss Fallen, should be? Atlas used mocking shout. It's super effective. Yeah. Above Ornstein and Smough. Come on, guys. Below. Above. I would not say S, but it's okay. Above. Personally struggle more with Ornstein and Smough. I think it depends on the build. Above for sure. Artorias is basically Pontiff Sylvian in Dark Souls 1. Ornstein and Smough, I beat first try. Artorias was 7th tried. Above. Okay, I think I see more aboves than belows. Even if he's thought it's fighting 1 versus juggling 2. Below. That's an ECS. Artorias. Yes. I think most people is saying above Ornstein and Smough. So far, the most difficult boss that we have so far is Artorias, the Abyss Fallen. Now, Wynn thought that he completely decimated the dragon kind. However, in our adventure, in our quest to become the Lord, we find out that there's 2 dragons still living. One is living on the Ash Lake. One of the few everlasting dragons to endure the purge of the wretched Lord of Light. But, as we remember carefully, when we fight the Black Dragon Kalameet, we travel back in time to a place unknown, to a place where we don't know if Kalameet is indeed the last of its kind or not. And therefore, if he is the last of his kind, he must be very powerful. Taking that into consideration, I would say, please tell me, which tier list should the Black Dragon Kalameet should be? Kalameet was second easiest for me in DLC, but it's still pretty hard, so I'll put him on top A. Kalameet A or B? Kalameet is A tier below Win. Kalameet is an easy top A. He's a big AoE. A, and above Win. A for fighting him. S if you are trying to cut his tail off. T? Okay. Kalameet is top S tier if you're going for the tail cut. I would say Kalameet is harder than Win. Okay, lads. Listen, don't complicate things without any need, okay? It's as simple as just fighting the boss without any crazy things. You're not trying to go naked to fight him or fighting him without using Estus Flask or trying to cut the tail or whatever. Don't include layers to something very simple. Maybe above Wind because of how hard it is to cut his tail. I will say top of A tier based on this list. Don't forget Gok. He was the only reason he could even fight him. Oh my god, I only did that once in my life. It's so hard. Dude, I love those introductions you're doing for each bot. So hype and epic. Thanks. I disagree with Wind being on A tier to begin with, but Kalameet it's harder than Wind, okay? Kalameet is good, but fight itself feels clunky. A tier, A, you have to memorize the flames. Tail cut gives a weapon. I would consider that part of beating the boss. A is fine. Top A personally. Okay. A lot of people are saying A. And above Win. So I think it's pretty fair to say that you have pretty much that one figured out. Okay? Oh, yes. 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 My children. Dark ones. We all know the next one. We all know that the legacy of this character resides, lives within each and every one of us. The very nature of what makes us human sprout from this being and his dark soul. However, this poor man suffered the worst of destinies. As madness took hold of him and gave birth to one of the most powerful wretched forces in the Dark Souls universe. The Abyss. Oh yes. That represents the duality of man. The worst parts of ourselves. Expressing in the pitch black. Nevertheless, being one of the 4 original lords and the one that grasped the most powerful soul that there ever was, which ranking would you give Manus, the father of the Abyss? Manus is S. Okay. Do we even need to discuss the next one? Hardest boss in the game for most. Top S for Manus. S for Savage. Top of S for sure. Manus, hardest boss of all for me. Not even close. We know where he goes. Manus, S, plus 1,000 times. Although I died more to Artorias, I would say Manus is harder, so S tier above Artorias. Do I have to say this? Manus is top of S tier. He even canonically humbled Artorias. Very fair point. The monologue is cool and all, but it takes so long. Yeah, I like to take my time. Smell Arena, spell spam, yeah, definitely top S. LOL, the beat drop. Damn, Manus has never sounded so cool. What an intro. Are you a poet? No. Don't be silly, no. Top S. Note also has most fun with this boss out of all. Yeah, you need help. You need to go to rehab. Manus, Lord of the Dark, S. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. Manus, the father of us all, is top of S tier and makes him, so far, the most difficult boss in Dark Souls Remastered. Now, let's move to the Sanctuary Guardian. This is the welcoming party of the DLC. A creature that is a morphed monstrosity of kind that awaits right at the gate to bring you doom and despair. So what would you give the Sanctuary Guardian? Which ranking would you give this beast of old? Sanctuary Guard is below Seath but above the Bed of Chaos. A tier below Wind. B tier above Nito but below Four Kings. I don't even remember this fight much. I would say B maybe. Probable B. Okay. It's kind of split. One person says C tier. One person says A tier. 3 Bs. Guardian can be really fast and spammy and does good damage, so definitely A. So we have 2 A's, 3 B's, 4 B's, 1 C, 2 C's actually. 2 C, 4 B's, 3 A's. The Center Duo is not easy. A below Win. Okay, it's getting kind of split up in between A and B. Top B or bottom A? Between Seath, Nito and Seath. Okay, B. I would agree with mid to high B. Okay, I think it's going slightly towards B instead of A. So I think I'm going to place the Sanctuary Guardian in B. Now, which place should we place? In which place, apologies, should we position the Sanctuary Guardian in the B tier? Is it the hardest boss in this tier? Is it even below the wretched Witch of Isolith? Just below the Four Kings. Okay. So you're saying he is harder than Nito. Between Four Kings and Nito. Below Four Kings. I think that's something we can all agree on. I think Sanctuary Guardian is harder than Four Kings. Okay. 2 people is saying above. 1 person below. I think the Guardian is fine at the bottom below Isolith. Wow. Okay, 1 person says below. I would say somewhere above Seath. Okay, 1 above Seath, 1 below on the bottom. 2 people below Four Kings, 1 above. If we agree on B, then top. Hello, greetings from Chile. Thanks, Nicolas. ¡Viva Chile, po! 4 kings were my bane, and maybe just me. Above 4 kings. Between kings and Nito, probably be fair. Guardian is below, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. Let's skip the Sanctuary Guardian below B. Okay? That seems fair to most of you, so let's move forward. Oh yes. How we could forget. How can we forget the first duel that we face in this game? Some people had a really hard time with the Taurus Demon. And I concur, because I did too. But do you think the Bell Gargoyle was harder than the Taurus Demon? Or do you think the Bell Gargoyle is even above and beyond any other boss that we have ranked so far? What do you think? Which ranking should we give the Bell Gargoyle? I think it's perfect where it is, okay? Oh, did you come here to Chile? Nice. No, I've never been to Chile. It wouldn't be a bad thing to visit one day, of course. But I've never been there. I know it's out of topic, but what are the chances that you play Bloodborne if it's not released on PC? Narrow. Because I don't have as a priority to get a console to play Bloodborne, not even by a long shot. But silver lining is that Sony announced that they are planning to bring more PlayStation exclusives to PC and even mobile. So like even half of the library of PlayStation towards PC. So you know there's a good chance that Bloodborne could be included on that, but it's just all speculations at this point. I would be so relieved if they actually released Bloodborne for PC, and a lot of people want it. It's not only me, but again, it's speculation. Bell Gargoyle is top C because mostly because it's the area duo. Bell Gargoyle, let's all be honest here. First playthrough is one of the hardest bosses. That probably made a lot of people give up, so S tier. Okay. Bottom C, Main Eaters in Demon Souls is way harder, plenty of room to move around. I don't really agree with that. Even though you have a lot of room to move, you can still fall from the top of the chapel. But don't take my word for it because it's not my tier list. Bell Gargoyle are difficult if it's your first ever gank fight. Top C, one of B tier. B, top C, Gargoyles. A, they gave me such a hard time, and remember you're still not really good at the game when fighting them first. That's a good point. Overall, the Gargoyles are C tier, but the beginning it's A tier. Okay, this is kind of split here. I did it first try, don't remember dying to them ever. Well, excuse me. Right above Sanctuary on B tier. Sony seems to have forgotten and move on from Bloodborne. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a shame that one of the greatest games of all time, and Knights of the Old Republic, is gonna get a PS5 only remake. Wait, what? Really? Is it? They are only going to release it for PS5? There's no way. That's a PC game. What the hell? It's too much work for them. I heard the PS4 port is really messy data-wise. Well, I don't know. I don't think this sort of a game should be an exclusive, and this includes Bloodborne. Sorry, are we ranking the hardest bosses only? Yes, we are. You can fall, you're weak, you're still learning how to play. I'm naturally A tier minimum. Top C, I don't think B, you have time to learn the moveset while fighting one before the other moves in. If it's both from the start, I would agree. Top C, I fought the Bell Gargoyles without realizing I can run, so it was made, but A. This is very split up in between B and C. I'm gonna have to make a judgment call if nobody has anything to add upon why it should be on C or B. A tier, no doubt. C for me, I think. I think I'm gonna place it on I would say top C. Okay. Top C then. I almost made a judgment call there, if not by those last comments. Atlas, you died a lot to them. Do you agree with me? Yes, I know. But listen. If I had to rank Gargoyles, I would put them on A tier. But that's my experience. The Gargoyles were the first very hard wall that I hit on this game. It was very difficult. But this is not my tier list. This is your tier list. So, top C for the Bell Gargoyles. Would you agree with this? Would you agree that on the C tier, the Bell Gargoyles are the most difficult boss among all of them? B? No, we already placed it on C. B minimum? My first wall was Nito. Damn. Come on, guys. Top C is fine. Okay, listen. I'm not going to change Gargoyles to B. It's going to be C tier. Now I just I just want you to tell me if you agree that the Bale Gargoyles should be on top or something else. Top C for sure. Good compromise, I guess. Top C is fine. I think all of us hit a wall with the Bell Gargoyle, but up on replace they are so easy. Okay, top C then. Top C is fair compromise. Just top. All right. There we go. Top of C it is. Now, there is this foul creature that lives in the bottom parts of the undead bird. Once a living place for the undead has been desecrated by this monstrosity. And this foul creature has two decrepit, pungent, stenching dogs with him. I'm talking, of course, about the Capra Demon. And is confined in this very tight, narrow space where you don't have anywhere but to go forward and fight. So, the Capra Demon is which tier? D? Freaking Capra Demon, I died so much. B. Oh my god, Capra was my first block on my first playthrough. At least 12 tries. The dogs swarming me. Capra's double swipe attack. Below Win and Kalameet maybe. Smallest arena. Oh sorry, the quality is bad. But I don't understand. C, that's a tough one to do. You're pretty much guaranteed to die at least a couple of times you do. Low C to D. B for sure, bottom B, low B. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of low B for the Capra Demon. Only because of the dogs and boss arena. On boss arena B. Okay, there seems to be, I guess, low B for me, bottom A. That pretty often to Capra in my first playthrough, but because he's fast and you don't have much time to react when entering, so B. Yes, low B sounds good. Okay. B tier it is. Now, do you think Capra Demon should be on the bottom of the B tier? Do you think the Capra Demon should be even below the Bed of Chaos? Oh yes. Intriguing questions they are. Think it well. Undead 1. Think it through. I think Bell Gargoyles are harder. Low B in company with Bed of Chaos sounds appropriate. Harder than B. Than Bed, apologies. That's a fact. No, bottom, above it. Bottom B, definitely. Bottom is not a hard fight at all. Just make you panic because of a gank. Lower B, lower than BOC. Maybe above Bed, I agree on that. Bottom of B. I think most people is saying bottom. Okay. Bottom it is. You have the last word. Now, we all know that Dark Souls is a game that speaks about multiple tragedies. And this one is no exception. We have this gigantic fiery being that seems dormant. But it's not. Because once you grasp upon the robes of one who he so dear loved, he rises from the slumber to purge you into fire and lava. This, of course, is the Ceaseless Discharge. What do you think the Ceaseless Discharge rank is? The one who have tears of fire and ash. I don't think I ever fought Ceaseless the regular way. I just did the cheese every time. B, Ceaseless Discharge was funny. I tried running from it and ended up figuring out how to cheese it. Ceaseless bottom B, his attacks are so easy to dodge and he takes a lot of damage, even easier with the cheese. Ceaseless was hard in my first playthrough because I didn't know cheese, so I guess I would give him for me he was a B. Okay, lads, give me just 1 second. I need to look for my water, okay? Because I'm starting to get like a camel. Okay, I need to drink some water, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, what's it going to be for Ceaseless Discharge? Was hard in my first playthrough because I didn't know how she's bottom C because I had to read how to beat him. Bottom C, it's bottom C, bottom B or C. Bottom C with cheese. Okay. I think most people is saying bottom C. This tier list, I gotta say, it's looking really good. Alright. The next boss, it's another fiery creature. That one that we encounter further down in our quest in the Old Chaos. Which ranking would you give the Centipede Demon? Are you going to give it the C tier treatment? Is it going to be above that? Very good question indeed. C? C for Centipede. The C for Centipede. Centipede above Bed of Chaos, but below Seath. Wow, you're giving it a B tier then. C, big C. Centipede wasn't hard, not for me, not for my 10-year brother, so C tier. Centipede was a little struggle, but it's still not that hard, so C. C above Ceaseless, C. Okay, a lot of people are saying C. So would you say that Centipede Demon is above Ceaseless Discharge? See, I think I beat it on the first try. Okay. So, which place in C tier? Listen, you have to do this right because I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'm going to share this on my Discord on the community tab for you to have. This is your tier list. So after we finish this, I'm just going to save here, download and share that with you. So you can treasure your own tier list. See, I think I beat it on the first try. Okay, I already read that. Sorry. Bottom C. Okay. Between Gaping and Ceaseless. Okay, here. Okay. Well, we have 1 and 1. So what's it gonna be? I think if I have to make a judgment call here, I will say... I will put it in the bottom. Screw it. Oh, yes. Yes! We are arriving at one of the most difficult decisions that we have to make. Because our love for waifus is never ending. However, we struggle to comprehend this woman. Because it depends on the angle of the picture that you like her or not. If you see this woman from the waist up, you will fall in love with her. And with her bazookas. But she is hiding something below the waist. And no, dear sir, no. It's not a penis. It's the body of a wretched creature. It's the body of a fiery spider. So as much as this will be considered a waifu, she's not. And therefore we have to rank her somewhere in here. Which one will be? I'm seeing A tier. Quillag for A tier. First playthrough is hard, so B tier maybe. Okay, A for amor, love in Spanish. Quillag is between Kalameet and Win in A. Her health pool is massive, but she isn't that hard to dodge. A between Kalameet and Win. I would say middle B somewhere, tanky but pretty easy to dodge. I see most people saying that it's kind of split. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 A's, 4 A's against 2 B's. So I guess we'll have to place Quillag on A tier. C, she was hardened and Win. Okay. Above Seath. Well, she's saying A tier is above Seath, that's for sure. B, Win. Above Win, but below Kalameet. Okay. Okay. You seem to be alright with this. A tier. Above wind, but below Kalameet. That seemed fair to me. Now, let's talk about Crossbreed Priscilla. This being is of no hostility towards you. However, somehow we choose to slay her. Is it because she's a furry? We don't know. But the fur certainly helps her to have this incredible quality about her. And that is that she can become invisible. And becomes a threat, a menace to your quest. So aside from that, and the possible fetish that you have for feet, which ranking would you have for Crossbreed Priscilla? Priscilla D tier, Priscilla S tier waifu. Didn't fight her, can't vote. Oh, wrong tier list. Yeah, no. we're not ranking that so far. Oh, wrong tier list, bottom B, C for Priscilla, Quillag is hotter. Okay, we're not talking about hotness. We're talking about difficulty. Give her the D. Give her the D, yes. Lol, that background music, ultimate waifu music. Yeah, that's the Warcraft 3 OST. C? I would say C only for invisibility. Haha, I know. Okay, C it is. Now, where in C tier would you like to place her? Should her be top? What's wrong? Should she be on the bottom? Should she be in the middle? Top C and okay, I have one person saying bottom C and one person saying top C. Below Gaping and above Ceaseless. Above Ceaseless and below Gaping. Mid C. Okay, I think most people is saying around here. There's only two people that's going to extremes. One person is saying mid. This is not certainly mid, but it's... See it back? Okay. Okay, that seems fair. You accidentally moved it. Okay, it's back where it was. Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Now, let's go back to royalty. Dark Zone Dwindling is one of the optional bosses of this game. A boy raised as a girl. A being in very close connection to the moon. Which ranking would you give the Dark Zone? C for me. Dwindling C or D? It was more annoying than difficult. Mid B. Dwindling bottom C. Okay, I got 3 C's and 1 B. 4 C's. Okay, this seems to be very straightforward. On C. On the bottom, Dwindling is bottom C. He only killed me like once in my life. Also, Atlas, you accidentally put Seath below Gaping. Okay. Is that... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the way it was. My apologies. C for me. Okay. So he should be on the bottom of C? Yes or no? Bottom C for me. Next to Priscilla to Waifus? Bottom C. Okay. Bottom C it is. This is the last boss that we have left for this tier list. Demon Fire Sage. Another recycled boss. Which tier list would you... Apologies. Which tier would you give to the Demon Fire Sage? D. Bottom B. Demon Fire Sage below Gargoyles but above Stray. Fire Sage is just a Stray with a bigger and more damage explosion. Bottom B. Fire Sage is just a straight demon, right? So next to Stray in C. Okay, so I see, let's see. Bottom C, D. Okay, I have some B and some C. He's above Stray. He's a bit hotter than Stray. Above Stray Demon. Okay. Does that look good? Outside put him next to Stray, he's literally the same boss. Okay. He's a little bit more difficult than Stray Demon. There we go. Alright. Look at that. Look. Look what you have created. Yes. Oh. This is your ultimate Dark Souls remastered. Boss difficulty tier list. Embrace it. Look at it. Yes. You know what's the best part of his tier list? Not only that you did it, but that the father of us all is on the top. Yes. We are all childs of the dark. And within us resides the abyss. However, I think we're pretty good at restraining the abyss that is within us. And therefore we choose to exercise our humanity to the best of our abilities. Indulging in the entertainment factor that is doing the tier list. Yes. Father Manus will be proud, as he is a fan of the tier list too. We did it, okay. Great, now link the flame, Atlas. Never! How dare you. It's an abomination. Our abomination. Now put the Bale Gargoyle on S tier, no one will notice. Yeah, right. Wait, Kalameet is A? Yes, people say it was on A. This is not my tier list. This is your tier list. People say it was on A. And now put Gravity and Camera and 4-way rolling in S plus tier. Yeah. Who decided to put Kalameet on A? Oh my god, are you going to mold about that? Hey, who decided to put it on A? I want Kalameet off the tier list. I want Kalameet on D tier. Oh god. All of us here. Yeah, you all decided to put Kalameet there. I don't know if you got to the stream later, but that was your decision. It wasn't mine. Papa Manus, yes. Atlas, link the flame now. No. Never. He's the biggest fan. Listen, mate. I'm not a fan. I'm just stating the facts, okay? Manus is the father of us all. That's all. Just dropping the facts. No fanboy here. Archer Black Knights deserve a rank. I think there's a rank in this. There's a tier list for enemies in the game, but that's obviously quite a long one. Side of Clouds. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hey Atlas, I would love if you did reactions to songs submitted by us during the live stream. You see, the thing is that is a difficult thing to do because I would have to like stream the audio, and that could get in the way of the streaming going choppy. And the other thing is that I would have to be very careful in which songs it would be. You know what I mean? Because some of them could get me a copyright strike, or you know, the least degree of that would be a copyright claim. And by doing if I react to a copyright claimed song during the stream, that means the whole stream is going to be demonetized. You know what I mean? So I think that would be very, very risky. You know, it's I don't think it's worth the risk. Remember, this is not Twitch. This is YouTube, okay? YouTube is way more I don't know how you could call it, but it's more punishing, let's say. I don't know what other way I can say it towards you know, copyright material and whatnot. So that's why I stay away from that. You know, if I do a video and it's copyright claim, that it's like, well, okay, that's fine. That's just the way it is, you know. You're all. But if I do a stream and I invest 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours of my time, and for one song that I react to, it's going to claim all the video, then it's not worth it, okay? So I hope you can understand that. Nevertheless, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you. Can we do which bosses have the biggest bots? Because Asylum, Stray, and Fire Sage will all automatically be S tier. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, Smough will be there too. Like, even I think Super Smough will be the one that has the fat ass of all of them, the biggest fat ass. Don't you think? Super Smough, fat ass. Yeah. He could actually open like an Instagram account and take pictures of his big, you know, cheeks. Something like that. Will we do another playlist? We need a fit tier list. We can do another tier list if you want, but it's not going to be about fit only. Those are Silver Knight archers in Honor Londo. I meant that Manus is the biggest fan of the tier list. Oh, okay. Yeah. We could listen alone and you could be muted during listening. We could listen alone and you could be muted during listening. I don't get it. Oh, like I mute the song in the stream, but I listen to it and it's like, well, I'm going to listen to the song now, and you listen to it while I listen to it muted. I mean, that could work, but it seems like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. People is lazy, Clouds. You will think that's not the case, but you ask people to do something like clicking a link, they won't do it. Okay, so it can't be that complicated. You know what I mean? I appreciate that you want me to do the content, absolutely, but I don't think that's gonna work. You know, the more you ask for people to do something, the less they're going to do it. They just want to just sit and do nothing. All right, but that's a first suggestion, I would say. Best bot tier list now. Rat, thank you very much for the super chat, okay? I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, we could do a bot tier list. Would you like to do a bot tier list of these bosses? We could do it. But let me save this one first, okay? Okay, I just saved the one that you... Thank God, I just saved that. Imagine if we would go all through all this trouble just to forget about saving that, right? That's crazy. All right. I mean us not hear what you're hearing. Yeah, I understand. Little out of context here. Can we expect a DS3 gameplay soon? Oh my God. I am so glad that you asked. All right. Actually, there's a theory that Smough is just really buff man instead of a super fat. Yeah, I've heard that too. I don't know. I don't really know if that's on the actual lore of the game or not. For some reason, I just picture as a like there's these lads that are fat but also are like strong, you know. That's how I picture Smough, but you know, he could be, you know, something else, more of a burly kind of guy. Stray Demon? Oh God, Pinwheel D tier, shaking my head. Pinwheel the Sep S tier easily? Yeah, right. What's up, Jonathan? Thank you for dropping by. Let's do it? Oh God, no. Bot tier list. Okay, you want bot tier list? Okay. Listen, I'm not going to say no to that. So let's reset here. All right? Let's reset. Listen, we can either do this, bot tier list, or we can do either area tier list, Dark Souls 2 boss tier list, or waifu tier list. Okay? So you decide which one you want. You want bot tier list, Dark Souls 2 bosses tier list, Dark Souls series area tier list, or waifu tier list. Have we done best bosses overall tier list? You mean in between all the games? I think I will do that once I play Dark Souls 3 maybe. Who knows when and if Dark Souls 3 will happen. Who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe it will happen. Who knows? But it will be a good idea to do, you know, an overall tier list of that if I happen to play Dark Souls 3 once every once in a blue moon. Who knows? Have you... Okay, I think it's not that funny to rank them all based on bots alone. Okay, so what would you suggest? All the best soundtracks for the bosses. Interesting. Yo, hey, Agathios, how are you, mate? Check out some songs from Amethystium, like Transience or Strangely Beautiful. Okay, just remind me after the stream, when the stream is about to end, so I can do that afterwards. Can you give me your opinion on this tier list too? I just reset the tier list, but I did mention that I think it's a good tier list overall. I think some like let's see. I think the Gargoyles should have been in A tier, in my opinion. But I'm just basing that on my own tier list, you know? What else? I absolutely agree with the Manus on being the most difficult boss. I think I place Artorias in A tier, if I remember correctly. A or S, so that's fine. But for the most part, I think it was a very solid... I would have placed Ornstein and Smough like in B tier. But this is just like... I'm the exception to the rule. I for some reason, miraculously, I was able to beat Ornstein and Smough on my second try, okay? So that's why. But overall, I think it was a pretty solid tier list. It would be hilarious for Smough being buffed considering the lore. What was that? You fulfilled with hope saying you're glad I asked about and then you crush it completely. But tier list is the best. The big question is whether Demon's Fire Sage bot being on fire makes it better or worse than the normal straight Demon bot. Well, those are the questions that you're about to answer, I suppose. So, shall we start with the bot tier list of Dark Souls remastered bosses? Dark Souls 2 bosses, OST tier list. I already did OST tier list. Oh, you want to do OST tier list of like you, like one of yours. That could be a thing. PS2 bosses, OST tier list would be good too. Let's do something like best design model or something. I would say. No, it doesn't have to be best bosses overall. That includes DS3. And then as in our next tier list, can you decide with us as well? Oh! I mean... The thing is that I already did all this tier list, you know. The only ones that I haven't done by myself are the area tier list and the waifu tier list. So, if we were to make a tier list right now that none of us have done, I would say we could either do the area tier list or the waifu tier list, okay? But I'm going to leave that to you because the stream is all about you, not what I want. Let's do some... Okay, I already read that. I'm sorry. I meant Pinwheel should have its own tier. Yeah, well, people already said that. Other than Artorias in S, that I don't agree. It was all good. OST will be nice too. I want to hear your opinion on bosses bots. Waifu tier list should be short, so let's do that first. Okay, this is very split. And I wonder... Okay, I'm going to make a poll, okay? I'm going to make a poll to figure it out. Which poll do you want next? Okay. Bots, or waifus. Okay. There is the poll. So go on the poll and vote which tier list would you like to do next. The bots or the waifus. Okay. We have incoming data already. 71% of people is going for the waifus. Alright? Okay, 80%. Wow, it seems pretty... I think it's pretty obvious that what you want to do right now. Waifu tier list under will be S tier. Okay, we're doing girls only, by the way. We can do like a general one in another occasion, but the one that I have right here is only for the girls, all right? Bots. Okay, it's changing a little bit, but I mean it's pretty obvious what you want. Okay. Well, it seems to be pretty obvious that you want to do the waifu so far. Okay, wait, it's changing a little bit. 33% for bots. Okay, I'm going to end the poll in 10 seconds. So if you haven't voted yet, do it right now. It doesn't seem to change. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, waifus win the next poll. The next tier list that we're going to do. Alright? There it is. So, let's do it with the waifus, alright? Now, listen. Presentation mode. There's something about this tier list that I have to clarify, okay? There's going to be characters in here that are from Dark Souls 3. We are not going to rank them, okay? We're going to do only Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Since I haven't done this yet, I am going to do this one with you. But again, we're going to do only waifu girls from Dark Souls 1 and 2. We're going to skip the Dark Souls 3 in the meantime, because who knows what will happen if I ever, someday, who knows, maybe yes, maybe not, I will play Dark Souls 3. We can do it again with the waifus from Dark Souls 3, okay? I want to clarify that. Okay. So, are you ready? Cool. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure this is a character from Dark Souls 3. So, let's start with Alsana. Okay? Alsana is a very interesting character. Because she's one of the shards of the father of us all. However, even though shards of Manus chased power, I would say that Alsana has something very special about her. The Ivory King, to defend his realm, his kingdom, sacrificed himself to go to the old chaos. And Alsana, in the very essence of what his betrothed wanted, chose to defend the kingdom too. So, where do you want Alsana to be? Which tier is Alsana for you? This is a woman that compromised power to do the bidding of his lost king. Lost to the most forthright and honorable cause, which is defending her and defending the kingdom from the flames of the old chaos. Alsana was the girl we only heard here. Well, to a certain degree, yes. I mean, you hear her when you get to the DLC to the Lois, the Ilium Lois. You hear her voice, and when you fight Ava, she's talking. But there's a point where you actually meet her. Alsana is a bit too cold for me, but she's very loyal, so I guess I put her in B tier. B? Alsana is S tier. White skin goes to war. She stays faithful. I agree with that. A for Alsana. Alsana is A. She has a very lovely voice. B for me. B. Oh, I never saw her. Yeah, she is there. She is like when you go into I forgot that part. You fight Ava and then you go into this cathedral or something. When you talk to her and she breaks the ice or whatever, she's on top of the thing. Thing is that she's barely visible. You can actually go and talk to her But you have to collect like 50 Lois Knight souls or something like that. You have to grind or something. But anyways, I would say that Alsana for me, it's an A tier. And I see a lot of A tiers too here. There's one person who says S tier. I tempted to put it in S tier. And there's some people that say in B tier. But I'm gonna put it in A tier. I'm gonna tell you why. And you tell me if you agree or not, okay? Alsana, like Jonathan said, she stays faithful to the mission of the king. She wants to defend the realm. If your wife does that after you have fallen, isn't that a big virtue in your wife? Wouldn't you say? However, Alsana is a very mysterious figure. You know, you don't get to see a lot of her. And I don't mean like in a Whenever kind of way. I'm saying like it's hard to kind of see how she is, like what she's like physically. So that mystery, even though it can be endearing, ultimately for me as a man, it's a little off-putting because I want to know what I'm getting into, mate. It's like imagine if you're going to marry someone and you have never seen them physically, or at least you have seen them partially, and then you get to the wedding day and you see her and it's like, oh, yikes. I think I'm gonna call an Uber or something. You know what I mean? Or Alsana has a lovely voice. That's plus 2. She make a melt the ice, so it's no problem. Yeah, she's cold, but she can't be hot, so hot that she melts the ice. That's a good point. She's distant, yes. Have to melt all that ice to get closer to her. I want to know what I'm getting into. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, would you agree with A tier? I think A tier is pretty fair. What do you say? Yeah, I think A tier is fine. Alright, let's move with Anastasia. Sorry, Anastasia. Okay, this is even harder to say. Anastasia is even more mysterious than Alsana. She doesn't talk a lot. She wants to be left alone all the time. And she gets killed. Well, it depends. If you free Lautrec, she gets killed. But, you know, she seems pretty distant. Like, you also don't get to see her. You don't get to see a lot of her. And if I were to say someone is cold, I would say in between Alsana and Anastasia, Anastasia will take the crown. She just wants to be left alone. You know what I mean? She doesn't want a boyfriend. She doesn't want what is it, a husband or whatever. She's just there to do her job. Anastasia D, honestly, E tier, not a bad person, but not waifu material. She's focused on her penance. That's exactly right. That's my point. I will go with C. Anastasia D, I want to be able to talk to a girl. Yeah, but the thing is that, I mean, how much of a conversation do you think you're having with Anastasia when you're just talking to her, but she's not responding to anything? It's like you talk and you talk and you talk, but she's not responding because she doesn't really want to engage in the conversation. She just wants to be left alone. So that's the point. Anastasia doesn't talk, and when you give her the ability to talk, she's just depressed. So it's a D tier. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Okay, so we have an only one E tier and a bunch of D tiers. So I think it's pretty fair to put it in D tier. Alright. Fair enough. Let's move to... Okay, all these characters are from DS3, I think. So, okay. A Stone Trader Clawing. This is from Dark Souls 2, this character. I think this is sort of the girl next door sort of woman. You know, she's pretty cool. She's chill. She's always there for you to sell you stones, upgrade stones, you know. Titanite shards, Titanite chunks. And she even gets to a point where she sells you infinite chunks, infinite Titanite chunks, twinkling Titanite, very rare, very rare stones that she could have, you know, keep for herself, but she chooses to trade them with you. That's a plus. That's a very good point. She's also the daughter of the blacksmith of a jeweler. So you get, I don't know if this is a plus or not, that you get to meet his father, her father, apologies. That depends if the blacksmith is to your liking or not. If you think he's a chill dude or not. But the other thing that I would say is that you can see clawing, you know? You can see her whole body and her face. And she has some pretty good pair of bazookas, I would say. And she's a cute girl, you know? So if I were to make, to put her in a tier, I would say clawing is an A tier for me. However, I want to see what you want to say about her. B tier, nice rocks. Okay. Of course, A. But she's Bloodborne? I don't get it. Oh, you mean the other character? Yeah, I don't have no idea. Close to S. She has some good chunks. Yeah, she has some good chunks. See? Chloe, she's good at her job. He's pretty talkative and friendly. She also supports you a lot. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Okay, B, change my mind. Okay, I think I'm gonna place Chloe on A tier, okay? And I'm also going to place Chloe above Olsana. How about that? I think Chloe is one of the best waifus in Dark Souls 2. For sure. Now, let's move to Kieran. Kieran is a woman mourning the loss of his past boyfriend. Kieran is a woman desperately and deeply in love with another lad. Also, Kieran is a master assassin and a woman that keeps very, very hidden in her clothes. You don't really know what she's like. How does she look? So I ask you this. Would you want to be in a relationship with a woman that was deeply in love with Artorias? That is right now in mourning for his death. And that you don't really see how she looks like. Would you really be likely to be in a relationship with a woman like that? Would you say like, oh no, but I can change her. I know I can change her. Or is it too much of a baggage to have a relationship with a woman like Kieran? Kieran S. People ship Kieran with Artorias and I can see it. See, she only loves one man. A tier, same reason as Elsana. The fact she would mourn deeply over you is a good thing. But nice weapon. Yes, she has 9 weapons indeed. Okay. So we have one person only on S tier. C for C and A. This is very split. I think I'm going to place her in B tier. And the reason for that is because certainly the fact that she's mourning her past, partner, which is Artorias, I believe that she will not find love ever again. Because who could amount to the legend of Artorias? She sees Artorias as the Abyss Walker, not the Abyss Fallen. And even the chosen undead can't convince her otherwise. So although it's very honorable and noble that she is so ingrained with that experience, she will never love you the way she loved him. Even if she even feels love for you ever. And I think it's a futile attempt to change her ways. Too much of a baggage. And lastly, but not less importantly, you don't get to see the goods. So no, I don't think it's an A or an S tier. I would like to be her on an S tier. She's really intriguing, but it will never work because she never really loved me, so I can put her above B. Okay, there we go. See? Hey Atlas, it was nice to be here, but I'm going to grab myself some blood. See ya. Alright, mate. See you later. True. There you go. Alright. Let's move on with Dark Moon Nightless. This is the firekeeper, or one of the firekeepers that we see in Anor Londo. Again, another very mysterious woman. She's armor clad, as she doesn't say much. She thinks that you will link the fire, as well as the other firekeepers as well. What ranking would you give her? Which would be for Dark Moon Nightless? S, C, and E are open. We have 2 waifus on A tier. Dark Moon Nightless is way too edgy and simps for Gwendolyn. I don't really like her, so D. That's a great... I like that kind of arguments, straight to the point and without any anesthetics. D, kind of cold this one. I remember reading somewhere that she's pretty scarred under the armors or something like that. Okay. C or D tier, too loyal to Gwendolyn. C, D, she likes Gwendolyn. Okay. Now, would you put her above or below Anastasia? Above or below? If I had to make a guess, I think this is pretty much a tie. Below? Above? Below? I'm gonna go with below. Okay. Below seems fair to me. Oh. I'll go above. Okay, 2 belows and 2 aboves. But I'm gonna give her below, alright? You get to see a little bit of Anastasia, but this girl is just ironclad, You don't get to see anything about her, how she looks. So, you don't know what you're getting into. All right. Desert Pyromancer. This is one of the wretched enemies that you fight in Dark Souls 2. An evil, wretched witch that has masterful manipulation of the fire. Which tier should we put the Desert Pyromancer? What do you think? Nobody is on S, C, or E so far. Which is intriguing. No S tier waifu so far. Desert Pyromancer S if I can have all of them. S tier. Hot, but too hot. B. Okay. Listen. I think Desert Pyromancer is very attractive, and she shows a lot of skin, right? The boobas are great. You know, I really like pale women too. I think it's very attractive. Pale women to me are very attractive. The boobas are a great plus on the looks, of course. However, you don't get to see her face. Number 1. Number 2, she wants to kill you. At first sight. Okay? So some of you need rehab. So, because if you want, like, all the Desert Pyromancers to kill you at once, then you need help, my friend. Think it over. Why would you ruin your life for a hot woman? No matter how hot it is. She is, apologies. And you can't see her face. That's a big red flag. What is she hiding? That's all I'm saying. A or B? I'm torn on this one. She will burn you. That's exactly my point. Top A. I think I know what she likes to do. Oh, you retracted the message. God damn you. This I know what she likes to do in bed, but maybe B. She's hot, but interactions usually end up with me exploding randomly. If we're real, they're enemies and try to explode me for the fact that we should put them in E. Exactly. I think she has some unused animations when she spanks the player. It was a joke? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. She can burn this any day. My God, you people are lost, mate. I listen. I understand. She can burn you. She can burn this any day. I get it, mate. But listen, don't ruin your life just for a hot woman. It's not worth it. So, I am going to place the Desert Pyromancer on the last of the last bastion of T, only because she's hot. But she's the last one. She should be in E tier because she wants to kill us. And no amount of hotness is worth our life. Okay? So she should be an E tier. But I am willing to give you some ground, you know, towards your opinions and give you a D tier for her. Does that sound fair? I'm doing this for your own sake. I'm trying to help you. Don't fall prey to the hotness. Okay? Hello from Iran. Hey mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Down bad. Some of us like the pain. Yeah, but one thing is feeling the pain, and another thing is not feeling pain because you're dead. We play Dark Souls after all. Oh, that's a good point. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Okay, let's move on to Princess Dusk. Okay. Princess Dusk is a princess, you know? She is royalty. She has manners. She has a really beautiful, soothing voice. And she's very grateful for all you did for her in the first game. Hell, you even went back in time to save her. Now, do you think this woman will reciprocate what you did for her? Do you think you could be in a relationship with someone of royalty? Because we are mere peasants when we met her. We are no your royalty. We don't come from kings. We come from something better, which is the dark soul. However, that's not enough. Royalty is royalty. She gets kidnapped a lot. C. I'm not the damsel in distress lover, but she's pretty cute, so I guess B. I don't even remember her face. Maybe C. She has money. I didn't know we had some gold diggers in the chat, mate. That's funny. Okay. Too much of a damsel in distress. D. Wish she had more dialogue after Manus. Okay. She has too much mental trauma. Yeah, she's a baggage, isn't her? Isn't she? Apologies. Okay. She was abducted by Manus. That's a big trauma, like Jonathan just said. She's royalty, so she even might think that you are of a lesser kind. You know what I mean? You don't have royal blood. So yes, she's thankful that you saved her, but she will never ever see you as an equal. So I think that it wouldn't work out at the end. However, her personality is very chill. It's very pleasant to be around her. So I think Princess Dusk is not waifu material, but she will be a really cool friend to have. So I think I'm going to place her on C tier. And some of you actually gave her a C tier as well. That seems fair to me. Money is worthless in Bloodrun if you forgot, mate. That's a good point. The only currency in games is souls, though. So does she have souls? Maybe. I correct to C, I guess. I would say B, blasphemy. Where's friends on tier? Well, I think C is a friends on tier. And let it be clear, we are the ones friend-zoning them, not the other way around. Okay. So yes, Dusk, I think it's going to the friend zone. Now, let's move to the beacon of hope. The woman that makes you better and better and better every time you talk to her. Emerald Herald. The spearhead that launches you to victory in the game. The Emerald Herald is a brunette, beautiful woman that roots for you and helps you in your quest. However, the Emerald Herald is a flame simp. The Emerald Herald thinks that you will link the fire once more. She's an acolyte of the first sinner, of the wretched Lord of Light. So how can we, childs of the dark, have a relationship with a woman like that? She believes in us because she is living a lie. And a lie will remain a lie. So which tier is Emerald Herald to you? S tier, E because she's Irish. 6 souls, larger, more powerful souls, S tier. Bearer 6, let's. My fierce souls keeper. My fierce souls firekeeper. Lie. A. I always link the fire. I don't know what you mean. What a wretch. Has a soothing voice. Hands out in nice places. His shield looks attractive. Still S tier because she's redhead. Okay, you have a thing for redheads. That's fair. Is she a redhead? I think she's a redhead in the trailer. But in the game she looks more like a brunette, don't you think? But anyways. Fit cover, so no S tier. Okay, listen. A relationship with her wouldn't work. Because she will eventually nag you to link the flame. Okay? And it will be so annoying that you will eventually get tired of it. So she can't be S tier. Would it be fair to say that you could have a relationship with her, but not like a serious relationship? And you could place her like here in A tier, top A tier. You know it's not going to work at the end, but you could have some good times with the Emerald Herald for what it's worth. Is that fair to say? She's very attractive. She helps you. He roots for you. Or she does all those things based on a lie. So, are you acting on it based on the lie? You take advantage of it, and by the end of it, advantage of her. And then you say, no, you know what, witch? I am going to link. I am going to reclaim the Dark Age. You enact the Dark Age. And that's going to be the end of it. She's not going to talk to you anymore. A. True, a bit too focused on the mission. Can't get close enough. A sounds fine. Okay. Friendship lost tier. Yeah, friendship. Well, friendship is C tier, but we're talking about a relationship. Like, you could have a relationship with her, just it will be based on a lie, you know? And let's be honest, it's not like it's not like that doesn't happen at all, you know? In real life. You get into a relationship with someone based on a lie. Actually, I think I haven't done that, but it happens. People with feet fetish must perish. That sounds good. Are you crazy, mate? Don't say things like that. I could just stretch out the search for the first plane. I think I'm gonna leave her at A. See, I am doing a little bit of compromise. I know you all want her to be S tier, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, let's move on with Gwendolyn. Okay. I don't know how to rank this. I am not attracted to dudes. And Gwendolyn is basically defending the legacy of his father, which makes him an declared enemy of the Childs of the Dark. It's the enemy of humanity. I skipped the fair lady. Oh, sorry. Okay, listen. Let's just keep with Windling, and I will go back to Fair Lady, because now we're talking about Windling already, okay? But I will go back to Fair Lady. Just wait. So, what tier would you give Windling? I will give it E. But I'm gonna let you decide. What tier would you want Windling to be? Windling E, fanboy with snake legs. Okay. That seems fair to me. If nobody else... Okay, Windling E and E though. I can't with those snake feet. Windling ECS tier. Okay, come on. Okay, E tier it is. Let's do the fair lady. The Fair Lady has the same, even worse of a problem than what Quillac has. The Fair Lady is a sick woman, or dare I dare to say sick creature, half woman, half spider. She's very, very sick. It seems actually that she will die anytime. However, it would seem that from the waist up, she was once a very, very beautiful half woman. Unfortunately, she hasn't long to live. Would you get into a relationship with a woman that has a terminal illness? That's a tough call. Would you fall in love with a person that is about to die? The Fair Lady is the sister of Quillac. Fair Lady bottom D or E. She's sick and monstrous. That's a speed doozy. Doesn't talk much, but seems good-hearted. E. Fair Lady C tier. She's kind of dying. There's no one left but us because we killed her sister. She needs to be protected. Okay. So friendship it is then. F. I'm gonna place her on C tier. Below Dusk. It is true that we killed her sister and she's dying. However, she means no harm to us. And it is true that one feels a little bit of remorse and a certain sense of protection towards her. So we can throw her in the friend zone for that reason. Now, this is probably going to be one of your favorite ones, isn't it? Guinevere. The so magnanimous Lady of the Light. The caring goddess that welcomes you into Anor Londo and gives you the Lord Vessel. Oh, what a gift. What a gift indeed. A woman of incredible beauty and 2 jiggling incredible bazookas. Oh yes. Oh yes. So which tier should Guinevere be? Do we agree that she is a friend zone now? Yeah. I think it's we can agree with that. She means no harm because she thinks we are Quillac. Oh, that's true. Well, I'm not sure, but that does make sense. You can't even talk to her without a ring. Yeah, that's true. What if she finds out that we kill her sister? Well, it's not like she's going to... There's not much she can do about that, doesn't she? S tier for Guinevere? See, is friendson, you're right. Guinevere is an illusion, put her next to Windling. Okay. C for me, way too big and a lying wretch. Good. Amazing chest ahead. That's accurate. Guinevere S tier body, but she doesn't exist or we don't know where, and also she is on the wrong side. I can't put a tier for that. A for amazing chest. She's an illusion but hot woman. If she's fine, then S. Take the illusion pill and put her as number 1. Guinevere is an illusion, but damn, she's pretty. A or B. Okay. Okay, lads. This is what's happening. All your points and fair and square. I will say that. All that you're saying is true. However, I don't think Guinevere is S tier. Do you think Guinevere could be A tier? I don't think so. Nor B, C, or D. Guinevere is the worst of all. Because she is not real. She is the girlfriend experience. She's the OnlyFans girl. She's the woman that would offer you all these great things, and you will feel like you're pampered and almost spoiled by this woman. A woman of incredible beauty. However, all that is crap. It's not true. The connection that you could have with an OnlyFans girl is just an illusion. And that's the very definition of what Guinevere is. We men fall prey to the beauty, immeasurable beauty, and lies of these women. But it's not true. And therefore we must fight. We must remove the shackles and free ourselves of that. And Guinevere being the ultimate OnlyFans girl, I will only have to put her on E tier. The real women are out there in the real world, my friends. Not in OnlyFans. The genuine relationships are not on OnlyFans. So please do not pay for Guinevere's OnlyFans. Alright. E tier for Guinevere. Let's move on. She has no personality aside from hold with both hands. Yes, Lamau. She's real to me. No, it's not. I'm trying to help you, man. Don't fall to the prey. Don't fall to the trap. Don't become the prey. She's a dream, yes. The sad truth of otakus? Okay. Also, side note, I love the song that plays in her room. Yeah, it's pretty cool. LOL with the background music. The Guinevere is a lie, yes. This is insane. This is an insane moment with this music. I know. I wasn't even paying attention to that. What a speech. MLK could never. Well said. Lol, she's the Sim Seeker. Dark Lord donates $10. The Simp Seeker. I love that. Alright. Well, my friends. Childs of the Dark. We move forward. We move forward with Licia of Lindefeld. This is the woman that we find in Heide's tower. She's the woman that sells the... She's the woman that sells the things for clerics, I think, right? What do you think of Licia? Licia is a fairly attractive woman, and she helps you in your quest. However, she has a secret that she's not telling you. Would you be in a relationship with a woman that hides things from you? Don't you think that trust is a very foundation of a good relationship? And listen, her beauty can be blinding. Yes, we talked about that with Guinevere. But do you really want to be with a woman that is mischievous and has secrets? Tell me, which rank should Licia be? She's just Instagram filters. She's just Instagram filters. Mate, I can't believe that how it's like from 10 profiles of women that I visit in TikTok or Instagram or whatnot, like one of them would have like pictures without filters and whatnot. It's crazy. I simp you, Atlas, not Guinevere. Okay. Tuxedo Snake, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you. However, please don't simp for anyone. Don't simp for me. Don't simp for Guinevere or any human being at all. Okay? Simping is bad. But I appreciate the super chat nevertheless. She's a cleric, so E tier because Patches is my bro. Oh my god. I forgot she existed, to be honest. Though she's supposedly an assassin, so maybe she can make you king in a coup. Okay. Well, I think I would choose Kieran over her to do that job, but yeah, could work, maybe. I always kick her off because miracles are scams. Yeah, listen, miracles are like cryptocurrency, you know? They are NFTs. Miracles are NFTs, okay? So you gotta be careful with those. Didn't care much for her, E? Kind of a religious extremist? Very good point. So, E tier it is. However, I'm going to place her right here. On top of the E tier. Right? Bottom D? I will place her in bottom D, but the thing about religious extremists is a very good point. So I'm gonna place her on E. Now, we have Lugatil. Lugatil is another of those very mysterious women. However, Lugatil is a warrior. A battle-hardened warrior that fights with finesse and femininity. However, she's very cautious about you. But as you meet her more and more, she opens more to you. And you get to know her better. which is a very endearing way of establishing a certain amount of rapport with someone. However, you come to know that she is hollowing, and she reveals to you in her utmost vulnerable point her face. Her face has been desecrated by the undead curse. And who knows how much will it take for her to become hollow. So this is a very similar situation to what we were saying about the Fair Lady. Lucatiel is a woman that certainly will root for you and fight for you and with you. But she has a clock, and that clock is ticking. And you don't know when she's going to go hollow and try to kill you. So, which ranking would you give Lucatiel? Lucatiel is a companion who sides with you through nearly all of our adventure, and we can even rescue her from losing her mind. After going through all of those struggles with her, I just fell in love. So she is definitely S tier. She's also very pretty even with her burnt face. S tier because Mira GS. B, had to prepare a speech for her. Well, I mean, you know how it is. Luca is at least B. But she has a mask, so we don't see her face. You get to see her face in a... she reveals her face in a point in the game when you meet her multiple times. True, you can really bond with her. B, you will see her face if she really trusts you, yeah. B, A, good character and hollow woozy. B, okay. Yeah, I would agree with that, you know. B tier for Lucatiel. But I would place her above Kieran because Kieran is a hopeless scenario. Lucatiel, you know, can we really find someone so perfect in Dark Souls? I don't think so. So maybe if the fact that she's going hollow is not like the worst thing ever, you know. It would be better if she died, if she goes hollow and die at our hand. That you know, walking hopelessly as a hollow in the world, you know. So it's better if we get in a relationship with her. We know that she's going to go hollow eventually, and when she does, the utmost honorable and caring thing that we can do is put her to rest and kill her ourselves. Music kicks again at the perfect time? Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Let's move to Nito. Nito is a descendant of the Grave Lord. A woman in solitude that sings almost indefinitely. Nito seems to be a woman that it's chill, that has an artistic side of her, and who knows, she might even sing to you in your times of despair. However, she lives in one of the most wretched parts of Drangleic, the Shrine of Amana. What if she tells you, well, if you want a relationship with me, you have to come and live in the hut in the Shrine of Amana with me? Would you do so? Would you be willing to go to the stakes of living in such a wretched place to be with the MILF Nito. A tier. Nice singing voice. Don't remember her lore. A. Oblivion. A. She's hard to get. Okay. And she's also very pretty, right? And great. Has a beautiful voice. MILF Nito has a very good voice, but doesn't have that much character. Her singing is very calming, though. I guess B tier. B. Not hanging around, pump and dump. A booty call, right? I think most people is saying A tier. I will put it in A tier too. I would put it above Alsana, but not above Emerald Herald or Stone Trader Chlorine. Not by a long shot. A? Okay. A seems fair to me. Let's put it on A. Okay. Mitha, the Painful Queen. Listen, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. This woman is poison. This woman is toxic as hell. And that will eventually lead you to your doom. On top of that, she wants to kill you, and she is headless. And the bottom part of her body is a serpent. So this is E tier for me. She is a monster. E? Oh god, no. Mita is way too toxic. E, no head, toxic, and snake pussy. F tier. Damn, the head game gotta be strong. Like she grabs her head and then gives you head, and she looks like that would be so weird. Like this, like this. She grabs her head. You can see her doing. Do you like that, baby? Man, well, listen, if there's feet fetish, I'm pretty sure there's head fetish or something. Oh, I like a headless woman to give me a blowjob or something like that. Dear Lord of Sin. What a crooked world we live in. Alright. So it's going to be E tier then. I'm pretty sure it will be. So I'm gonna give me the E tier around here. It seems fair. Snake fetish? Yeah, that's right. Okay, the scorpion is Najka. Listen, this is the same thing as Quilak. And on top of that, we meet his husband, her husband. And her husband wants to kill her. That's bad. And in fact, bros before hoes, mate. We help him kill her. Bros before hoes. So this dreadful monster has to be here. The only reason why I'm placing her above Mitha is because she's half human. And she's kind of hot. From the bottom up. But the rest, pure poison. But that forked tongue though? Yeah. Najka also E for same reasons? Exactly. The stuff you can find in slam metal music video. Slam metal. Oh my god. You know, I haven't seen that much of slam metal compilations and whatnot. I mean, there's really good bands in slam, but yeah, those rageful things are the kind of things you will find in you know, gory death metal and slam and whatnot. Quillag is hotter? Yeah, I think Quillag is hotter. From the bottom up, of course. Which is the case. E and E. Yeah, E. Okay. If we agree on E. Nashandra. Listen. Nashandra has two sides. She's one of the shards of Manus. which makes her a child of the dark. In a way, we come from the same place. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that we are brother and sister. But she has something in common, which is the source of humanity. However, Ashandra basically got his husband killed. He had to escape her thirst for power and recluse himself in the undead crypt, where he went hollow in the saddest state of a king. Would you be with a woman that is willing to risk all, including you, for the chase of power? I would say no. Absolutely not. And even though we have something so incredibly powerful in common, which is the dark soul, that doesn't it doesn't amount to the threat that she is to ourselves. And therefore, like you, yes, there it is. E tier. E for Vendrick. That's right. She seems all work, no fun. E, exactly. I would just go Chris Brown strat. Dear Lord. You beat him. You beat her to a pulp. Well, we do beat her in the game. So that's fair. Yes, Nashandra is going to be E tier. Probably here, because at least she has a human form. These are just monsters. So let's move forward. Priscilla, the half-breed. She has dragon blood. She is, in a sense, a furry. She has no hostility towards you. She seems sweet and honest. But she doesn't want to leave the painted world of Ariana. She's dead. You know, she has decided to stay there. For bad or good. So if you were to have a relationship with her, you will have to stay forever in the painted world of Ariamis. Would you be willing to sacrifice your quest to be with Priscilla for the rest of time in the painting and indulge her in her illusion? A creature that is just saving herself from the outer world because people don't understand her nature. Quite a trauma indeed. A baggage that you will have to carry too. So what's it going to be? A, cute and doesn't aggro, but the painted world is a bad place to live. I have two words, fluffy tail. D tier. I'm not into that. Will be interesting though. B. The painted world is a peaceful, its inhabitants kind. S tier. Feet, tail, dragon, she's got it all. Cute, but she's probably only love you platonically. B or C. I would live in the painted world with her. I'm somewhat of a failure myself. Minimum A tier, but rather S. Dear Lord. Okay, so we have a D tier, B, S. Okay, we have two Bs, two S, three S's. Are you crazy? Oh my God. Okay. I can't give her an S, mate. No. I'm willing to make a compromise and place her in B tier. Okay? For me, Priscilla will be like in C. It will be a cool friend. But I'm willing to compromise and place her like here, above Kira. Okay? For you furry lovers out there, I'm willing to do that compromise. Now, we have Quillag. I think this is pretty much obvious, right? We have talked about other monsters like her, which is Nachika and Baneful Queen. This is the same thing. Well, we have the Fair Lady here, but the Fair Lady doesn't want to kill us. And Quillag is only hot from the bottom up. And again, she wants to kill us. So, which tier would you say Quillag is? Nice milkers, but that's about it? True. She takes care of her sister though, so she has a good heart though. That's a good point. Very true. It's like high structures, you don't look down. And I think she had a sad story. But Quillag is different. It was our first Hot Souls experience. Quillag kills on sight and doesn't ask, but she's hot, so put her on top E. E. Lives in the worst place, but she's like dating hell. D for me. I put her with her sister C, I guess. Okay, listen. I don't think there's a way you can place Quillag on top of Licia. Because even though Quillag is hotter than Licia, Licia is not a monster. So let's place Quillag here. Like in between the monstrous half monster, half women thing. She's the hottest one, okay? And Gwendolyn is going here. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Okay? Alright. Quilana. Quilana is a very mysterious woman. She wants to help you in your quest, but you don't know how she looks like and what she's capable of. She's the master, one of the masters of the pyromancies. However, she willingly lives in one of the worst places in Lordran, Blighttown. Would you really have a relationship with a woman that chooses to live in filth? Of all places. Why Blighttown? Please don't tell me she's A tier or S tier. I beg you. Unlike Nachika, her bottom half isn't poison, it's fire. Yeah, that's why I'm placing her like above. I'm sorry, I'm placing her above Nachika because her top is hotter. But Licia is a cleric, it's even worse. Listen, mate, I don't have anything against the clerics, even if they sell NFTs. People fall for it. It's not. They are scams, but people is stupid too. D tier, who would want to marry a ring wraith? That's a good point. She does look like a ring wraith. Maybe she's a Nazgul spying in Lorand or something. I'm filthy myself. God damn you. D tier? A? Come on, man. How can you place a woman that you don't know how she looks like in A tier? You're going to place Quilana with Emerald Hurl, a Stone Trader Cloyne, and Milfanito? Come on. No.
Aquilana is a master of chaos and lives in Blighttown. That's a pretty difficult thing, but she is nice, so maybe D. Okay, seems more fair. Where's the bed of chaos? She's the witch of Isolate. I'm gonna give it a D tier, okay? She doesn't want to kill you like the Desert Pyromancer, but she's all covered in robes. You don't know what she looks like. She lives in Blighttown. At least Darkmoon Nightus lives in Anor Londo, but Aquilana lives in filth, man. Come on. Listen, it's not like I'm the most hygienic lad in the world, you know. It's not like I haven't showered in a couple of days or something, you know, every once in a while. But come on, she lives in a literal sewer, so give me a break. Okay, let's move on. Aquilana, where's the All Daughters of Chaos looks nice. Okay, let's go with Rhea. Rhea, isn't she the girl that gets lost in the Tomb of the Giants and we have to rescue her? If that's the case, I know what I'm going to give her. Rhea is... I don't know if she's a religious fanatic, but she seems to be. She seems to be all about piety and whatnot. However, first of all, we don't get to see a lot of her. And secondly, isn't she the one that gets killed by NPCs? Gets killed by NPCs? No, that's Anastasia. Rhea gets NPCs killed, which is different. I think Rhea is the one that gets lost in the Tomb of the Giants, and NPCs go look for her, and she gets them killed. So that would make her very irresponsible. She sacrificed the life of two of their party because she didn't have enough restraint to do the quest on the party terms. She had to do it on her terms, and that's very selfish. So would you be with a woman like Rhea who actually puts your life in danger because she doesn't listen? She doesn't listen to reason, as she won't listen to you. See, for me, Rhea is a cleric, case closed. I don't like Rhea, okay? But she's in the group of simps. Rhea gets killed by Petrus, I think. She insults you when you talk to her. D? Okay, let's place her in D then. She's kind of like a Princess Peach. Really? I don't really see it, but D it is. We're giving her the D. Let's move forward with... We are almost done with this one, so let's move with Rosabeth of Melfia. Rosabeth is a cool chick. I like her. She had the unfortunate destiny of being petrified for the longest time in a very uncomfortable position. However, when you depetrified her, she asks you for some clothes and she heads off to Majula. She thanks you. She's thankful. She's chill. She's very talkative. And she is outgoing. She's also exotic in her beauty, which is very, very cool. So what would you give Rosabeth? Which rank would you give Rosabeth? B tier? Good wifey? She's S tier material for sure. Great. So we're talking so far in between B and S tier. Okay, so what would it be? I think Rosabeth could be in between A and S tier for sure. However, do you think Rosabeth is above the Emerald Herald or Stone Trader Chloe? Because I think Rosabeth of Melfia has very similar traits in terms of personality to Chloe. But Rosabeth has more of an exotic beauty, right? So what do you think? Should she be above Chloe or above or below her? Or should Rosabeth be our first S tier waifu? B seems accurate. Actually A. Low A. Can't see her above Emerald Herald though. You could live a good life with her in Majula. That's true. She's more my type above. Okay. I realize that DS3 and Bloodborne step up the waifu game pretty hard. Okay. So I'm seeing that people would rather have her above above Chloe, but below Herald. I put her over Chloe. Okay, that settles it then. It's going to be above Chloe. Okay. Now listen. This is the last tier list that we're going to do, but I'm going to save this tier list, and we're going to come back later if I play Dark Souls 3 eventually, sometime, who knows if I will or not. But if I will eventually, we will come back. We will start right from the ending of this tier list, okay? So we don't have to do the whole thing again. So remember that. If only I play Dark Souls 3. Who knows? But anyways, let's finish this off, shall we? Okay. We got Sieglinda. Wait, is Sieglinda... Wait, is Sigmire and Sieglinda, right? Sieglinda is a bro. Okay. And when DS3? Oh, this is the DS3 character. This is not Sigmire. Okay. Daughter of Sigmire. Okay, so this is not... Okay, so let's skip Sieglinda. Okay, let's go to Solaire then. Now, I think we can rank Solaire not in terms of her relationship, but in terms of friendship, okay? Unless you're gay and you want to rank him in terms of a relationship, go for it. But in my case, I'm going to rank him in terms of friendship, right? Solaire is a very uplifting lad, right? He's one of the first NPCs that you meet in Dark Souls Remastered. However, he has this fixation about the sun. It almost seems that it's to an obsessive degree. But Solaire goes to hell and back to help you in your quest. However, both of you have different beliefs. And Solaire has an Achilles heel, which is his legacy. That eventually leads him to be hollowed. Which ranking would you give Solaire? Solaire is S tier. Solaire can't take my S. Solaire can't be anything but S tier. Solaire top A, supportive but becomes crazy. He's too optimistic, something not right with him. Okay, it's torn in between S tier or something below S tier. You and Solaire have different beliefs but still support each other greatly. S. Good point. You know what? In terms of friendship, I would agree. Like, if you're going to become friends with someone in Lordran, of all the NPCs, Solaire will be the best option. Because I like the Crestfallen too. But I feel like the Crestfallen will eventually convince me to go back to the Undead Asylum and go hollow there. And I don't want that. But Solaire wouldn't. He will convince you to go forward. Even if your beliefs are different. You skipped Linda, she was in DS1, but you told me she was in she was on DS3. I don't understand. Solaire is a little too obsessed, but his spirit always helps you through your struggles, and if we save him from Halloween, he will even win with you. Definitely still an S tier. If I were gay, I would say S. Okay. Okay. Yes, I would say Solaire is S tier. Our first S tier. Right there. There you go. Linda is in DS1? Okay. Let's rank this Linda. I don't really remember this character. I don't think I even met her. I met Six Maya, but I didn't meet Linda. So I'm gonna leave this one to you. I don't remember this character because I think I didn't met her. So I'm gonna leave this to you. Which tier should Linda be? Wiki says she's first found in the yard between the Duke's archives and the Crystal Cave. Oh yeah, I remember that yard, but I didn't see her. I didn't meet her there. I never met her. C tier for being curvy, okay? Okay, we got a C tier so far. Linda is basically a German girl. That's a plus for me because I'm also German. Okay. But what rank would you give her? She's petite, so B for me. Petite? Is that a meme or is actually the case? She's driving a golden golem. C because onion. Linda is either A or S. Super badass. She's not even undead and is able to go all around Lordran. Yeah, but you don't get. It seems like she's covered in armor, so you don't know how she looks like. So if anything, if it is because she's a warrior and she's her friend and whatnot, I would say C tier. But it could also be S tier because we rated Solaire as a friend, right? So we help her find her dad, but it doesn't end that well. She's a jolly adventurer girl and seems pretty nice. I would say she's an A. Top C. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3 C's. And 2 B's, 1 A. And 1 S. She looks good enough for Lordran either way. I think I'm gonna give it a C because most people say B. Okay, we have 3 B's now. And 2 C's, I think. Okay. Let's put it in B tier then. I think we balance it to B then. Yeah. I think that you're right. B, she's on B. Now, would you say she's above or below Kieran? Or otherwise, above Priscilla, below Priscilla? Do you think she should even be above Lucatiel? Or do you think she should be on B tier? Where? I mean, she's a badass warrior. That she has that in common with Lucatiel. What do you think? Well, it seems like nobody has an input on this, so I'm just going to move forward. Okay, I'm gonna leave her maybe here. Let's go. And oh, crazy! This is the end. This actually has a lot of common with Lucatil. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's good. All right. This is it. Yeah, we made it. Let me save this right now. Awesome. Well, there you have it. This is your waifu tier list of Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, this is mine too because I never done this. I agree with most of the picks right here. Certainly. I think we did a good job. So I'm going to share that and the previous one, which was the most difficult bosses, on my Discord, on Twitter, on my community tab on YouTube for you to have, right? And maybe, who knows, we will come back to this tier list eventually. Maybe, who knows what will happen in the future. Crap. I have the Ace Ventura thing, sorry. Okay. I am going to leave the stream up till this point. I want to thank you very, very much for coming. I want to give a special thanks, of course, to the people that did the super chats. I very, very much appreciate them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that I can do streams more often, but as you can see, it's a little bit tough for me because the internet sometimes, I don't know what's happening. Even though today I had very good internet, I had to lower the bitrate to be able to do this stream. But it worked out at the end, which I'm glad it happened, okay? So, I think we will continue doing tier list in an upcoming a stream. Maybe it will be a good idea to do OST tier list, but I will probably pull that out the next time, okay? So I hope you have a really good weekend, and I'll hope to see you soon on the next stream, or of course I'm always on my Discord. You know, the links are in the description of the video. Come by from my in my Discord. I'm always there. I'm always chatting with people. If you want to support my work further, of course, you can go to my Patreon. You can support me on Coffee and whatnot. And I'll see you lads next time, okay? So thank you again for coming. And fuck the flame.